Hey there, Agile Adventurer. Just a quick question. What if, for the price of a fancy coffee or half a pizza, you could unlock over 700 hours of the best Agile content on the planet? That's audio, video, e-courses, books, presentations, all that you can think of. But you can also join live calls with world-class practitioners and hang out in a flame war-free and AI slop-clean Slack with the sharpest minds in the game. Oh, and yes, you get direct access to me, Vasco, your Scrum Master Toolbox podcast. No, this is not a drill. It's the Scrum Master Toolbox membership. And it's your unfair advantage in the Agile world. So if you want to know more, go check out scrummastertoolbox.org/membership. That's scrummastertoolbox.org/membership. And check out all the goodies we have for you. Do it now. But if you're not doing it now, let's listen to the podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our TGIF and Product Owner episode this week with Maria Skvortsova. Hey, Maria, welcome back.
Hello.
So, Maria, it's Product Owner Day on the podcast, and we want to dive into and explore what it means to be a great product owner. But before that, we always start with potentially the worst product owner anti-pattern you've witnessed in your career.
Yeah, so I would come back to my experience in SAP migrations programs, because I found there are a lot of anti-patterns. But again, my story will have a good end, a good final. So don't worry about this. So this was a big implementation, big programs, large scale, and we had there I would say it's classical for such kind of environments. We didn't have a product owner, but we have a team lead who was forced to play the role of the product owner because he was the only person who can really deal with it. He was very strong. He is a very good, very strong person, very good person, and he had to play this role of the proxy between the business and the development team and collect the requirements. But his main problem here was that he looked at all these business requirements from the technical lens. And from his point of view, everything was important. Because from the technical, you need, I need to implement this and this and this and this. And he always say yes. Like in this cinema, you remember this? So this film always say yes. So he was always saying yes. And this led to the scope that grew. And you remember that in SAP programs, we always have this skin of iron triangle. And we cannot extend the scope infinitely. We have fixed go live date. We have fixed team and cost. We can play with the cost a little bit, but in general, we should keep this iron triangle. And this is where he, in the role of product owner, was really struggling because he came to these discussions. They gave him new ideas because, we want this and this and this. And they were happy because he always say yes. And at some point, we realized that we should not accept anymore. But we couldn't just stop the business producing the new requirements. And so we came to the position, very weak position, that when we finally admit between each other that we are not capable to deliver the scope that we committed for. And this is where the highest point in our curve is. So we were in a position that we have to do something. And if we had a real product owner, this person could talk with the business on the language of business and explain to these people, like, okay, from the value perspective, what is really important for you to bring to the go live, and what we can postpone or do in the separate releases. And here I had to play as the delivery manager and the Scrum Master. I had to play the role of a communication proxy and kind of
A
product
proxy
owner.
for the proxy.
Proxy for the proxy, yes. Additional layer, but I understood that I have to help our team lead to protect the team, to protect the scope, and to have a conversation with the business. So what I propose that we sit together with him, and I said, okay, let's create kind of user story map together of what we have now. So we define the main areas, let's call them features. Then we define the stories that we need to implement in scope of these features. And then I said, okay, we have this map prepared on Miro board. Let's go to the client. I will facilitate the workshop, and we will try to understand what is really critical for them to have on the go live date. Without what functionality they cannot. I will ask a simple question. If we do not deliver this by the go live date, will your product still function? If you say yes, then it means this can be postponed. It can be second release, third release, dependent. But it's not something that we should try to push till they go live.
So basically, the positive part of the story is that you found a way to help this product owner start to ask the difficult questions and also cause others to make decisions about what to postpone, what to remove, what to change, whatever the decision was, in order to be able to meet the deadline, right?
Yes, absolutely. So we went to this workshop, and he was asking for each particular story. He was asking the same question. And do we really need it? And we cannot go without this. Or it's something that you just want to have, but still can go. And you can do this manually. For example, there are some functionality that can be replaced by the manual work for some time. And for example, this division between the releases, so MVP, let's call it, release 1 and release 2, gave the client the feel of safety, because we didn't say, no, we won't do it. We just say, we will do it, no worries. But we will do it not on this date, but in 1 month, for example. And this gave them the clarity and understanding of what they have to expect and when. And I think it was really a shift for this team lead also, because he understood that business is not the people you should be afraid of. And they are not going to kill you or eat you. They just want their product to be live at some point, and they are just worried about their product. And our goal is to calm them down and give them a solution. So our goal is to find the solution that fits to everyone. We do not force the team to work during nights to do everything. And at the same time, we give the business what they need and what they want.
And that is such a difficult position to be in, because you see that this person is struggling with saying no, right? And you need to be able to help them say no, because you can't do it for them. And that's what I find extremely difficult. And I think you handled it beautifully. But of course, Maria, there are not only bad anti-patterns. We also know, and perhaps have even personally worked with, amazing product owners. So Absolutely. Share with us, Maria, the best product owner you've ever worked with. How did they work?
So I would say I like structure. Maybe you understood from all these things that I said that I like the structure. And I think the best product owners I worked with were very structured people. So they use different techniques to organize the work. And I also like the things to be visual. And I like, for example, user story maps that are created, and they are visual for everyone. And we can understand, okay, this is the important part, this is not important part. And all these prioritization techniques, like effort, value, effort, for example. I don't like when product owner just say, "Oh, I feel like this." Why you feel like this? Is it something that we should rely on? But isn't it better to rely on some numbers? So I like when they do this exercise. So with the team, we give an estimation and they give the business value for the particular features. And then we can create the metrics and see, okay, this is something that is very high valuable, but takes less effort. Why don't we take this first into the sprints and bring more value to the end users, rather than we will spend a lot of efforts on the things that won't bring a lot of value at all. And I really like when product owners use all these things, even, I don't know, Moscow approach to prioritize the backlog. The backlog is very strongly defined and ordered. So there is no a question from the team, what should I take next? It's very important to give the backlog when you definitely know that you pull from the first one from the top, and it is the most valuable feature or story I should work on. So for me as a developer, it's much easier rather than go and ask, oh, what should I take next? Where is my BA? Where is my PO? Who should I talk with to understand what will be the next piece of work I should pick? So for me, the indicator of a good product owner is a well-shaped backlog with the priorities, with the values, with the efforts. And I think it's much easier even for them to communicate with the business in this case.
Absolutely. And also, in order to get to that well-shaped backlog, as you said, we do have to say no, like we discussed in the previous story, right? Like if we say yes to everything, the backlog, I mean, the stories may be well-shaped, but the backlog will be all over the place, confusing and with difficult prioritization. Maria, it's been a pleasure. It's been great stories that you've shared with us this week, but unfortunately, we're getting close to the end. Though, if people want to connect with you, know more about you and the work that you're doing, where should they go?
I would say I don't have any blogs, but I have LinkedIn. So I will be happy to talk and share some more stories. As I said, I know a lot of stories in LinkedIn, so I would be grateful to connect and share and discuss.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure to have you with us this week, Maria. Thank you very much for your time, with your knowledge, and for your generosity, with your time and your knowledge.
Thank you very much for inviting me. It was a pleasure talking to you. I even have an experiment to try. I will do is start an experiment. Thank you very much.
All right, I hope you liked this episode. But before you hit next episode, here's the deal. This podcast is powered by people like you, the members who wanted more than just inspiration. They wanted real tools and real connection to people who are practicing Agile every day. We're talking access to over 700 hours of Agile Gold, CTO level strategy talks, summit keynotes, live workshops, e-courses, deep dive interviews, books, and if you're into no estimates, we got the pioneers of no estimates in those deep dive interviews as well. Agile business intelligence, creating product visions, coaching your product owner courses, you name it. You'll get invites to monthly live Q&As with Agile pioneers and practitioners, plus a private Slack community, which is free of all of that AI slop you see everywhere, and of course, without the flame wars. It's a community of practitioners that want to learn and thrive together. It's the best place to connect with community and learn together. So if this podcast has helped you before, imagine what you will get from this podcast membership. So head on over to scrummastertoolbox.org/membership and join the community that's shaping the future of Agile. And we have so much for you. So check out all the details at scrummastertoolbox.org/membership. Because listening is great, it's important, but doing it together, that's next level. I'll see you in the community Slack. We really hope you liked our show. And if you did, why not rate this podcast on Stitcher or iTunes? Share this podcast and let other Scrum Masters know about this valuable resource for their work. Remember that sharing is caring.